So earlier this week, in a much publicized referendum, Greece voted no. No to more cash handouts from the rest of Europe, no to crippling austerity, and no, perhaps most importantly, to doing what was expected of them. Now, granted, I've only really been interested in this story in the largest, grandest ideological strokes, what Greece refusing more money means for the idea of Europe or the idea of democracy. But throughout all this, there's something that I've become interested in, which is this rhetoric around the morality of debt. Now, plenty of spectators, and certainly plenty of other member states in the Eurozone, say that Greece is wrong, that they ought to pay back their debts, and that failing to do so is a sort of moral failing. Germany especially has taken a very vocal moral high ground on this, which, as plenty of people have pointed out, is ludicrous, considering that their own national debt was essentially wiped following the Second World War. But there's a whole history about this morality of debt. I mean, the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle said that loans were a immoral and bad way of generating wealth because they explicitly take advantage of the borrower to generate profits for the lender. To me, it has echoes of the subprime mortgage crisis in the United States, where when people took out loans at very steep interest rates and were unable to pay them back, they were seen as being somehow bad, even though the banks that gave them the money were relying on this very failure. But if there is a morality tale here, to me it strikes me as a simple one, and it has more to do with politics than economics. When it comes to the Eurozone and the Euro, you can't expect equality to magically transpire between all these nation states where none actually exists, where rich bankers in one country are exploiting the cash-strapped and impoverished in another.